What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one's from Code Red, one of my favorite labels. I love Code Red. This is 125 in the Code Red Blu-ray collection. It is called The Power. As you would expect, this does involve something that has a lot of power. It is an Aztec idol, an ancient Aztec idol. Don't forget that it's ancient. Um, it's whoever possesses this thing just ends up in a world of trouble one way or another. They either levitate and then bleed, or they get horribly disfigured, or they die. Just terrible stuff happens to whoever is in possession of this idol. In this movie, we're most concerned about a dude named Tommy who comes into possession of the idol. He takes it into a graveyard. Big mistake. Pretty soon people start dying. His life is just in a complete downward spiral, and the movie is just kind of figuring out, is anybody going to be able to stop this idol? Is it just going to consume Tommy as well as everyone that's around him? The narrative is very thin, as you can tell from my complete inability to BS and make it seem like it's super intricate. It's just about a bunch of people dying, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't have a lot of nuance in the story. I don't really know what to say about this movie. It's one of those movies that to me is so close to being super fun. It'll like ramp up and you'll be like, okay, here we go. Now this thing is going to just bust wide open. You know what I mean? And it just never does. It's always like right on the brink of just going completely batshit crazy. And for some reason it pulls the reins back every time. What we do have, though, is just a goofy movie that has a weird story and weird stuff happens in it, but it's never weird enough. I don't know any other way to put it than that. It's like right there, it just never comes through. Blood-wise, it does have one really, really nice set piece toward the end that has some really cool gore, practical gore effects. This is an 80s horror movie. Aside from that, it really doesn't have very much blood, which is weird because in reading some of the other reviews, like, people are saying, like, it was generous with the blood. It's not generous with the blood. Don't believe those reviews. It has one really good effect, and the rest are just kind of like minor, stuff. There are some good makeup effects, but to me, that's not gore. Like, just a cool, weird-looking face is not gore. Gore to me is blood and destruction and dismemberment, not just like an evil-looking face. But it does have some neat makeup effects. It also has some really horrible makeup effects. It also has a Aztec idol that is referred to as if it looks like a Mexican salt shaker, which was one of my favorite lines in the movie. It does have some really interesting dialogue at times, just goofy, over-the-top kind of stuff. Again, my main complaint with this movie is that it just won't let go. Like, it wants to be a serious horror movie, and it's not. It needed to just, like, push that one little bit to get over the edge and then just go completely wild, and this could have been a really fun movie. It's still solid, but it's not that memorable, and it just never gets that crazy. Even like at the end, like in the last 15-20 minutes, it kind of cuts loose, but never enough. Like, just not enough to make like a huge memorable finale. The Blu-ray from Code Red has a new HD transfer. It looks really good. Doesn't look great, but it looks really good. It's got the Katarina Nightmare thing, whatever. It's got an interview with the composer in the original trailer. It's a fine disc. For the price, if you like the movie, I think it's definitely worth picking up. This is a Code Red release that you can only get through diabolicdvd.com, so if you want it, make sure you go there. I think they have, like, a lot of them. By the time you see this video, there'll probably be even more. Just because it's a store exclusive, don't pass on it. Don't think like, oh, they just pawned it off on Diabolic DVD. Diabolic DVD got a ton of amazing Code Red exclusives. I wouldn't say this is one of the amazing ones, but it is one of their exclusives. So if you're interested, make sure you go there and check it out. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's a solid movie. It's nothing memorable. I don't think most horror fans are going to feel a big need to own it. But if you're a fan, just like a diehard of 80s horror, or you just got to keep all those numbers in the proper order, check it out. It's not bad by any means. It's just not a great, elite level 80s horror movie. If you like this review, make sure to check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got countless hundreds of movie reviews there, video game reviews, anime reviews, TV show reviews. And you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, at markfusion. If you like these videos, please do sub. I know it seems like an overstatement, but it's really not. Every sub really helps me grow my channel and my site. Thanks again for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.